What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Home? What's going on? Home? Y'all go ahead and drop something in the chat so I can shout you out. While I'm getting the pleasantries out of the way. Oh, let me open Ninja Trade up. I don't have Ninja Trader opened up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't even looked at the market after I got off live with y'all this morning. Had a lot going on. First day of school. I was dog tired. I was ripping and running. Had a lot going on, but that's neither here nor there. That's not why y'all pulled up. Y'all pulled up to talk about the price action, talk about whatever gonna come to little Timmy Rogers' mind. Pleasantries. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening for everybody who pulling up for the first time? If this your first live or if this your first time watching one of my replays, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day. Try to do it twice a day. That's 4 fingers, but twice a day. Yep. I try to do it once at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I try to do it once at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But since it's football season and the kiddos in the county that I live in are back in school, the Spider Gang came together as a collective and said, okay, we think it'd be better to do it at 7:30 than at 5 p.m. So until football season over, we're going to do the PM sessions at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are these sessions for? It's just for me to get on Al Gore's internet and run my mouth, talking about the price action that happened throughout the day with the SP 500, because that's what I swing trade. I swing trade the SP 500. Started out doing Tidbit just by sharing all the knowledge in my Chrome Dome when it comes to sharing, trading, investing, anything stock market related. And now that I done regurgitated everything that I knew or know or whatever that correct word is in that spot right there, you just put it there for me. Now I just get on the internet and show people what a day trader would do. Show people what a full-time trader would do in certain situations. I try to talk about the price action. I try to talk about what I'm looking for as far as entries. I try to talk about my bias. I try to talk about what's the narrative. I talk about the economy. I talk about everything that a full-time trader would need to think about. Well, everything that I think a full-time trader should think about. Because why? Because I'm a full-time trader. Hey, shout out to Spot. Hey, man, if y'all like what you hear, like what you see on my videos, do me a favor. Hit the like button. If it's on this side of the screen right here, or if it's on this side of the screen, just hit it wherever it is, and then hit the share arrow, wherever the share arrow is, and share it with a cousin. Share it with one cousin you like, one cousin you don't like, so we can come together and build a new Wakanda. All right? What's going on, man? What's happening? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle Tucker? What's going on, Brittany? What's up, Trinisha? Cool it now. You better cool it now. What's up, Big B? Hey, Big B, ain't seen you in a couple days. What's up, KC and the Sunshine Band? Or is that KC and JoJo? I don't know. What's up, KC? Here to learn and share. What's going on? Tap Skim. What's going on? Douglas Blocky. Douglas Blocky. What's up, Douglas Blocky? Gabriel. What's going on, man? Hey, y'all drop something in the chat what's up, Brian? Y'all drop something in the chat so I can shout you out, man. I see more numbers viewing than I see stuff in the chat. Y'all put something in the chat so I can shout you out. My new customary thing is to drop the link early. The link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up and share anything. If anybody want to pull up and say anything, don't pull up and share something that we don't want to see. We can get the show started now because Robinson is here. Everybody, Robinson finally walked in the back. Robinson is here. We can start the show now. Who that? Oh, that's my sweetie pulling up. What's up? Oh, I said Brittany. Did I say? Yeah, I said Brittany. What's going on? Brittany say get those likes up. Brittany say hit the likes. What's up, Edwin? What's going on, man? Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I did not look at the market today. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And let's see what Spalene did before I pull up the ES. Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. There goes Spalene. What's up, Spalene, baby? Let's see what you did today. Okay, we didn't get the gap and go. That's good. Okay, we didn't get the gap and go, and that's good. I'm glad we did not get the gap and go. Shout out to cousin that was on earlier today when he was like, "Hey Tim, how did you know we were going to gap up?" And I went through how I knew we was gonna gap up on the ES. Let me see if y'all can see it. Look like y'all can see it right there, right? See this red dotted line right here? That's where we close, right? And right now it says post, right? If the cousin don't hear that, ask that. If not, y'all tell him. But right now it's another blue dotted line above it, and it says post, right? That's where it is in post market. In the morning, like after 7 o'clock, this will change to a yellow line and a yellow highlight. That's the way I got mine colored anyway. I think that's the default for trading view, and it'll say pre, right? And that show you where the spot is in the pre-market. And if it stay at that point when the market opens, that's how you know you're gonna get a gap up or a gap down, right? But it, like, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't see it on there, you can always use the ES and compare where the ES closed at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever it closed, whatever time, whatever price that candle closed at, then you can see if you're up or down from that price after the overnight action. And that's where the SPY is going to open up at. You'll see like a gap up or a gap down. That's how I knew that, because I could see it. I still got everything on my charts from earlier today. I didn't look at nothing. Let me move these EMAs out the way, SMAs. Yeah, I got SMAs on there. Anybody who don't know what the difference between an EMA and an SMA, the SMA is just a simple moving average, and the EMA is an exponential moving average. The SMAs are just a little bit smoother. You can't even, a lot of times it's a big difference if you got like real volatile time frames. You got a lot of volatility in the time frames, it'll be a noticeable difference. But if it ain't a whole lot of big wide volatility, it's like the difference is very marginal, if that's the word I'm looking for. But that's the difference between EMAs and SMAs. Let's look at the volume real quick. Okay, so the bullish volume is still stronger than the bearish volume over the time. During this bullish run, the bullish volume is still stronger than the bearish volume. The volume is dropping off, but it was dropping off during the area of consolidation. So we're probably just waiting on the Fed. We're probably just waiting on the CPI, the job numbers, stuff like that. So let's see what today was, because today looked like, let me see, we gapped up here, looked like we pushed up some and then dropped off. And the reason why I say it looked like we pushed up some and dropped off, because while I was on the live, we were pushing up. All three indices were pushing when we was on the live this morning. And then looking at Spylene, we closed back down here. We filled in this gap and went about 50% of this candle right here and started pushing back up. This is good for the bullish momentum. This is really good for the bullish momentum. As y'all know, I like for the beginning of the week to be weaker on bullish weeks. I like weak openings on bullish weeks, right? And since we still on this bullish run, right, the market ain't showed us, hey, we out of this bullish run. So that's why I'm thinking bullish. I'm still thinking bullish, because even though we are in a bear market, we still in bear market. We still in a bear market. We not in bear market territory, but we still in a bear market, because we haven't got back up to this. We haven't closed above this 430, 460 to give birth to a new bull market yet, right? We're still in a bear market, but we have been bullish since July 14th. We really been bullish since June, but this is when we showed that we are bullish. Like on July 14th, it was the start of this this little bull run right here, right? This was just a bunch of sloppy consolidation, and then this is when we started, right? Going from the low, we really been bullish since June 17th, but we really can't say that because we was in the middle of the road when we was down here. Y'all remember we was in the middle of the road, and this when we bust out. Boom, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way. That's when we blew up, right? And so on a bullish week, I like for the beginning of the week to be weaker. I like to go back to go forward. You know what I'm saying? Come back, get a little gap work, come back, soak up some, run some sell stops, and then push up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to stretch out the rubber band too far too fast, right? Right here from July 14th up until July 29th, we stretched that booger out. We had one good little break right here. That was one good little break in this whole little price leg right here. That was a beautiful break because we went up, we ran up for a few days. We had a red day there. You know what I'm saying? We had a nice push up, and then we had a nice retrace. Came back to this breaking structure, came back to this breaker that was actually a breaker, came back to this fair value gap. Then we had a nice push up. And I was hoping this was going to be the same kind of retracement back to this breaking structure. But how can the market cool off? Either by retracing, pulling back, or consolidating. Since we going up, we going to cool off by pulling back, or we're going to cool off by consolidating. Last time we cooled off by pulling back with a nice pullback, right? And this time we seem to be cooling off by moving sideways, right? We move sideways. We got a little poke up right here. We finally got a new weekly breaking structure right there. Not nothing to write home about, but it just poked up just like that right there. Just came up just out the water a little bit, right? Just say it's down here like this right here. You can't see it, then it popped up. That's all it did, man. That's all it did. Just poked his head up. Yeah. So, and then we started selling back down, came 50% there. That's all it did today. I would love tomorrow for it to you know what I'm saying, either be like a little inside day or make a new daily low right there. I would love for it to just be an inside day or make a new daily low and then make a decision of direction on Wednesday when CPI come out. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Let's go to Econo. Anybody who don't know about econoday.com, I like to use econoday.com to get, God dog, Econo Day not working again. Come on, Econo Day. What's going on, man? Or you can use forexfactory.com, right? And look up your economic data. Forex Factory, you can pick the time frame you want to look at by clicking on the date, then picking the time frame you want to look at. I looked at this week. I got mine filtered out to the US dollar only because that's all I want to look at. And so CPI is on Wednesday. We got CPI on Wednesday. So that, and the way look like we're gonna look at the price action, but it's looking like we just chilling, waiting on CPI. Right? Let's look at the price action. Where's my Ninja Trader? Did I open Ninja Trader? Could have swore I opened Ninja Trader. I got to get my stuff set up right. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. A nothing burger. Really a nothing burger. We didn't do anything big. We didn't get a chance to talk about the overnight price action because we had a good conversation with the cousin towns. But as you see, everything is marked up the same way it was marked last night when I came in here at like 12:30 and marked it all up. After midnight, we continued to push up. It was just a slow grind up after midnight. These are 60-minute candles. It was just a slow grind up. The market opened up. This is the candle where the market opened up, and we went up. The next hour, we poked just above that high, pretty much relative equal highs at 11 o'clock candle. And then we started to sell back down, slowly drip back down for the rest of the day. Looked like it was a very slow, boring day to the downside. Right? Looked like it was a very slow. We melted up and then we melted down. The only far we came down overnight, we took out this buy side liquidity that I had marked off that was set right at the open of Sunday. Right at Sunday's open. We made a high during the Asian right at Sunday's open, and then at the London right at the 3 o'clock candle. The 3 o'clock candle, we took that liquidity and we just kept melting up, kept melting up. Then we took out this buy side liquidity that was marked off. That was on the 4th. We made that high on the 4th. That was the high of the 4th. Was it? No, it wasn't. That wasn't the high. That's the high of the 4th up there. So we made this high on the 4th during the night at 11 o'clock, and we took that buy side out, right? Kept melting up. When the market opened up, we took out the high of the 4th, kept melting up, got close to the high of June 3rd, right? That's the next high that we would need to take out, because the high of the 5th is down here. So we took that out overnight. We took out the high of the 4th after the 8:30 on the 9 o'clock candle, fell short of June 3rd highs, and then started to melt back off and retrace. And I mean, we did a pullback all the way down to the first sell side liquidity that I had marked out at 41.30.75. Right, that's where we stopped and bounced back up. That was at 3 o'clock. Did we stop there because that's where the algos wanted to stop, or did we just stop there to come back up to this fair value gap right here at this breaking structure to sell back down? That is the question. I'm hoping that we stop there to retrace back up to this fair value gap to sell down some more, just so we can make a new daily low and make that be the low of the week and then continue back up. Let me get this out. I'll just use that because this is an hourly fair value gap. So I'll just use that. Let me mark this real quick. While I'm marking this, y'all go ahead and put something in the chat, because that's pretty much it on the price action. I didn't do any trading today. I already said what I do. You have any strategies for hedging against long positions? My leap's up 30%, but I'm getting smoked trying to hedge. The only strategy I have for hedging is I suck at playing puts. I suck at swinging puts, right? So what I do, I just take shorter term calls to play defense against like my longer term positions when the market is moving down, or I'll take same day puts to, you know what I'm saying, make money to play defense again, because I don't know why I suck at swinging puts. I can play a put for the same day, but I just suck at swinging puts like over a period of time. But I'll buy calls. Like if it give me a buy setup, that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, give me an opportunity to buy it like 2 weeks out and hold it 2 to 3 days, I'll do that. Or I'll play like a same day put to try to make a little money against it during, you know what I'm saying, during drawdowns. That's the only strategy I got. The ES and MES did not show new weekly high like the SPY did. Does that have an impact on your strategy? In your opinion, is one more important than the other? Nah, it don't have an impact on my strategy, because the they trade like the ES trade 23 hours a day, and the SPY only trade for a certain amount of time. So the highs and the lows on the SPY are going to be based off of the time frame when the SPY was trading, right? So if we hit a new daily high on the SPY, right? Just say if we get up here and we hit like boom, we hit a new weekly high above this right here. That's based off of this high is based off of 9:30 a.m. Eastern time up until 4 p.m. Eastern time, right? That's what that is. So if you have to go back to June 2nd at June 2nd between 9:30 during the New York session, right? To see what that is right there. So let me see. Boop, take this, boop, take this, boop, put that there, right? And then let me load more. Let me go to days. Now I want to stay on hours because I need to see the intraday. Let me load more time. What's this? August. Let me put 75 days on there. Yes, that was enough time. Right. Come on. So here we go. June 2nd, right here. All right. If you come to June 2nd and we get to see, where's my come on thing? Where's my mouse go? Cheese and rice. Okay, June 2nd. And so let's go back. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay, boom. Let me get me a turn this snap off and let me get me a rectangle. Right, rectangle. So 5, 9, right there, 8, 9, right there, boom. So that's the 9 o'clock candle. Notice June 1st, June 2nd, right here. 7, 9, right there, boom. So go to the 9 o'clock candle here. Boop, 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 boop. 8 o'clock, boom. Scrunch this down. To 1600, right there, right to 1600. Boom. So this is the dealing range of the SPY for that day, right? That's the dealing range of the SPY that day. So if you look at the high on the ES for today, this that blue line that I marked out right there. That's the high for the ES today. And you see it's above the high of the SPY from June the 2nd. But since the ES trades 23 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? It has a higher high on June the 2nd. Right there. It's got a higher high during that night on June the 2nd, or like June the 1st. That's during the same week, right? June, that's May, June, yeah, June the 3rd. This probably be under June the 3rd. I'm not sure, but that's all during that same week, right? So that high right there, let me drop it to a weekly. That high right there would be like the high on the ES, right? So boom, see that weekly high, that's the weekly high right there for the ES, and that fell on whatever day. It's on the week calendar now. So what's that high? That high of 530, is that 530? So it's 530 in that same week. Go back to June. Yep, 530 was in that same week. So May 30th was much higher. So the weekly high for the ES is like way higher because it got above. I mean, it didn't get above that high. And for the SPY, right, the highest point at that time was on June 2nd because of the New York dealing range. So no, it don't affect my strategy because they all move in tandem based off of their price range. So it's like it's still my strategy is still in play. That's a long way around just to show why it looked different, but yeah, my strategy is still in play. Not strategy, but thesis for this bullish thesis right now. What was I doing before that? I can't remember what I was doing before that. Anything else in the chat? Anything? Ain't nothing else in the chat. My sweetie already put everything up. The link in the chat one more time for anybody. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything. Was I saying something before I pulled that up? I can't remember. Oh, I was moving. Was I moving stuff around? Baby, what was I doing before I started talking about that? Oh, I know what I was doing. I was adjusting this stuff right here. When I was like, I hope we come up. I was just adjusting my because I didn't move anything because I wasn't watching the market today. I was saying I hope we like let me move this. I can move that out the way. Don't need that. I was saying, hopefully we came down. When we came down, we got this 60-minute breaking structure right there, right? And once we made that breaking structure, we left this fair value gap right there that I just marked out. So hopefully we trade back up to this fair value gap and push back down and come and tack some of the sell side liquidity. Hopefully we at least make a new daily low and then start trying to like range a little bit until CPI come out on Wednesday. Slow market day. That theta killed my SPX option, even though I was right on the direction, time, and price. Did you get a daily? Did you get a daily on the SPX? On the SPX, you got to you have to you got to jump out quick on the SPX. Like on the 0-day expirations, you got to jump out real quick because chop suey kill the theta. You know what I'm saying? Chop suey kills the theta. Real slow moving market kills the theta. You know what I'm saying? So when it make that move, like all options are more effective based off volatility. The purpose of this just let Tim Rogers talking. Don't quote me on this, but the purpose of the options is to capitalize off the volatility in between the price moves. If it ain't no lot of volatility, the theta gonna eat your options up. You know what I'm saying? So you want price to be streaking when you in your position. The only time slow moving price action don't eat you up is when you got long far out, you know what I'm saying, 1 year, 2 year out. That ain't gonna really be detrimental. But if you got anything 30 days or less, especially if it's 2 weeks or less, especially if it's 1 day, the price need to be do it, whatever, up or down. It need to be moving. If it ain't moving like that right there, cut sling low right now. Do not sit in it. Cut sling low and get back in later that day, because it'll just eat your premium up and you won't get it back. You won't get it back because that break even is a booger, especially with SPX. SPX costs more money. Hey, Robinson, you better have a real big account playing the SPX. You better have a real big account playing the SPX, because I'm going to put it to you like this right here. Playing the SPX is just like playing the ES, right? And what little Tim Rogers always say, do not play the SPX if you got at least $1,500 to $2,000, then it's cool to play the MES with one contract, right? Because that give you the opportunity to risk, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 2% of your account and have plenty cushion, right? If you, in order to risk 2% of your account with and have it be like with a decent stop loss, you need to have at least $30,000 in your account to risk 2% and have the same cushion as if you got, you know what I'm saying, like a $2,000 account on the MES. You need to have like either like $25,000-$30,000 to have the same type of cushion to have a $2,000-$2,500 account on the MES. So if you trade in the SPX, that means your account need to be chonky donkey, or you don't need to be trading it. You need to be trading the SPY. You need to be trading the SPY. If your account ain't chonky donkey, you need to be trading the SPY, or unless you over leveraging, don't be trying to hit no home runs. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Say it with me. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. Yeah, what? Was expecting You was expecting more volatility. Hold on, man. Let me help you out. Right? Oh, crystal ball. Oh, crystal ball. Exactly what day can we expect more volatility? We don't expect anything, man. Not when we in a position. Only time it's okay to expect something is when you're not in a position. When you get into a position, don't expect anything. Trade what you see. You feel me? You feel me? Regarding volatility, is there a specific VIX we should look for? What's up, Michelle Tucker? I don't look at the VIX, Michelle Tucker. I peep at the VIX every now and then, but the VIX is just like it tracks the volatility of like buying and selling options. You know what I'm saying? It tracks the volatility of buying and selling options, but I don't really track the VIX like that because it's like I'm not sure, but to my understanding, it's just tracking the buying and selling of options, right? And I can see volatility in the SPY, but no volatility in the NQ. I mean the QQQ. A bunch of volatility over there in the Dow. You see what I'm saying? But like they got options on everything. They got options on the indexes, options on companies. They got, and then the VIX, from my understanding, is just tracking the buying and selling of the options. So if that's all options, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that volatility on the VIX. You know what I'm saying? Because that's tracking everything as far as I know. But I don't look for specific VIX when it comes to volatility. I don't even really get into looking at the implied volatility. Like a lot of people trade based off implied volatility. I don't care about none of that. I just look at what the price trying to get to, and it's like I set my targets, and when it start going in my direction, you know what I'm saying? Long as I don't lose more than 2% during that week, you know what I'm saying? I let it run till it hit my target, hit my price target. If it get to a point and it starts struggling, boom, I put in a trailing stop. Get me out of there. Cause the theta fund to start eating me up. I know you didn't hit me with a crystal ball. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Cause you said you expected. You forgot the crystal ball. If you gonna expect something, you gotta you got to make sure you come borrow the crystal ball before you expect anything. ES 2000, ES 20,000. What you talking about, Perry? ES 20,000. What that supposed to mean? Hey, oh yeah, this is what I was saying before I got interrupted with that expect. So today we got a break instruction to the downside, right? We came down and ran this sell side liquidity that I had marked this morning. Now we are retracing back up. We're retracing back up to, wait a minute, what's going on? Why does that look weird right there? Why do I got a thing look like a Sunday candle? Right? I don't know why that looked like that. Like a Sunday break. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted. Squirrel. Okay, so I'll leave these here. Since I marked them, I'll leave them. I ain't gonna take them away. I'll leave them there since I marked them already. Okay. So boom, we came down and get this out of the way. Should have just did this. Let me move this stuff out the way before I start trying to talk. before I start trying to talk. I can move this out the way. That buy side been taken. Uh, buy side up here now. Y'all bear with me while I adjust this stuff. I ain't moved none of this because I ain't even looked at the chart today to now. If this too bored for y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please tap in tomorrow morning. Everybody else, just give me a second. Okay, get this out of the way. That been taken. I think the fifth high. I'll leave that there for now. Since we flirting around that area, I see how it reacts to that area. So still got more stuff to do. Golly, man. I see why it be taking me so long to do this at nighttime, because I be having all this lipstick on my chart, as ICT call it. That boy got too much lipstick on his chart. 16, we close right here. 1600. The 1600 block. All right, so now that we got all that taken care of, right? So we came down and we had a break. God dog it. More stuff on here, man. Move, Pat. Move, Pat. Get out of the way. Okay, so after we came up here and made the daily high, we start selling off. We got a breaking structure right here. We came down, made a swing low. Now we retracing back up to this 60-minute fair value gap right here. What I would love to see is us to get back up to this fair value gap and continue this downward momentum. And let's see right here. Let me see what they're counting as the daily low on this, because sometimes it get kind of confusing with this, because it trades overnight. So all right, they are counting that as the daily low. Sometimes it get a little confusing, like what they considering the daily low and daily high on the ES sometimes, because it be sometimes be counting that stuff that's not so. They counting this as the daily low for today. So I would love to see it get back up into this fair value gap, and then in the morning, like trade down and let the SPY get a new daily low also. I would love that if the SPY can get down and get a new daily low also, while we come down here and take out all of the sell side liquidity here and then get below the lows of the fifth. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful price action for me. That'll be very bullish for this week. Oh, let me get this out of the way. That would be a very bullish move for me for this week, to get down, get a new daily low up on the hill, run all of this liquidity right here, get up under this low right there. Yep, boop, take it back up. But if it don't want to get as low as that, at least come down and get up under this 41.25.75 after the SPY open up, to make a new daily low on the SPY and then start to push back up. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. But it could very well just stop there and just keep pushing its bullish momentum and go up and consolidate some more. But to keep the price action real neat, I would love to see that. And cause on the this is the only fair value gap that I wanted to get like right now. But since we respected that so strong, to be honest, we really like the SPY ain't showing no desire to get back down any lower than this candle here. But I would love to see it come down and at least make a new daily low. Even if we respect this green candle and don't break below it, I would love to at least see the SPY get a new daily low In order for the SPY to get that new daily low, the ES would need to open up, right? We closed there, right? And that's where we closed at. Boom. The ES would need to open up somewhere in this range and at least come down and run this liquidity right here between this 41.2950 and this 41.2575 for the SPY to make a new daily low. That's why I say I would love for it to get up into this fair value gap, take care of that tonight, and then push back down when the market get ready to open and run this sell side liquidity so that this fair value gap is not in the way. We'll get the wax on, wax off, right? And then when we come down here and run this liquidity, that'll give us room to just blast through that, right? That's why I say I would love to see that happen. But let's see what happens overnight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. That's all I got, man. We've been on here for 41 minutes. I've been running my mouth. Hopefully, I was able to say something that made some sense to somebody. Hopefully, I was able to shed some light on the mind of little Timmy Rogers. If you really can't see what I was saying, where my picture at? I give you a peek into the mind of little Timmy Rogers. There it is, right there. Right, that's the mind of little Timmy Rogers right there. Now you see it. Now you see it. If I wasn't able to shed light on it with my words, now you can see the mind of little Timmy Rogers. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Thank you, Thomas. Let me see who else. Anybody else pulled up before Perry? What's up, Perry? You pulled up after I said what's up to everybody. Thomas just said what's up to you. Kevo, what's happening? Todd, what's happening? Sanjay, what's happening? I already said what's up to Michelle. J Raw, what's happening? Yeah, I think them the only ones that pulled up and put something in the chat since I said what's happening. If y'all empty, look at you. You've been hanging out with Kevo too much, man. Go to the principal's office. Hey, if y'all like this video, hit the like for me, man. That's all I ask you to do. Try to do it for the free 99 for the people. We want to get it to as many cousins as possible. Here to learn and share. I appreciate you. Want to get it to as many cousins as possible. So hit the like button wherever it is on your screen. Hit the share button. Share it with a cousin. One cousin you like, one cousin you don't like. So we can come together and build a new Wakanda, man. See y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action. I'm thinking it may be boring again because CPI is Wednesday. And the feds watch CPI. Everybody want to see what's going on. So it might be boring again because CPI Wednesday. We'll see. Until then, y'all enjoy y'all families. Give yourself a brain break. Until football season over, we'll be doing the dinner discussion, the price action recap at 7:30 p.m. until football season is over because that's what the community, I think it was like 71% to 29% voted for doing it at 7:30 p.m. So that's what we do. I do it. I do what y'all want me to do. I'm just here running my mouth. Appreciate y'all. Give yourself a brain break. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your dinner. Till in the morning. Be safe, man. Gone.